you know, people say when you stop trying is when it happens, and that's what happened, and we have our blessing. Me and her dad, my husband, we've been together for 9 years. So 9 years ago we started trying, and then it just wasn't happening, so we stopped and we didn't try anymore. It's called luteal phase defect. It's really like a hormone imbalance. So what happened was my body doesn't produce a hormone that's necessary to hold the baby, because I would get pregnant. I was able to get pregnant and hold a pregnancy. I think the longest I held a pregnancy was maybe like 20 weeks. But the hormone that's needed to hold the baby in place, my body didn't produce. We did have a few mishaps. We had 2 stillborns and 4 miscarriages. Well, one was a set of twins. So, you know, doctors would warn me that I would have to be on like a severe bed rest, or I would have to get these shots that I would have to take daily to put that hormone into my body. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like at that point it was like whatever it takes, but it just didn't happen. Like it didn't happen. So when I got pregnant with her, I was like super paranoid, so nervous all the time. Every day it was like, oh my God, is something gonna go wrong? Every little pain, I was at the hospital or I was calling.
I wanted to talk about programs in Atlantic City, specifically what ones that you used and what you felt was good about your experiences and what you felt was lacking about your experiences.
WIC is excellent. They are amazing. I hear a lot of people complain about it, but I had no issues from my pregnancy to now. I have no complaints. Like, I'm never there super long. Everybody, they helped me out so much with breastfeeding information. They helped me get my breast pumped. They really kept me informed. Like I said, I had the visiting nurse and she would come every week. She's a retired nurse and she does home visits for first-time moms. And she'll come, like, you make your own schedule when you want her to come visit. And she comes up until Blessing is 2. We just seen her last night, actually. I actually met her at Oceanside Family Center uptown in the Inlet. I went to one of those baby showers, community baby showers, and she was there and offer her services there. And it's free of charge. She brings me all types of information. I text her in the middle of the night, like with questions. She will always answer. She would call me. She did the home visits my entire pregnancy. Now when Blessing was first born, she would come weekly. Then she started coming every 2 weeks. Now she comes monthly. So we see her. We saw her last night. She weighs her. And we went over nutrition last night because she, you know, again, I was talking about with the change from the formula, from the breastfeeding to the formula, and she was excellent with information about breastfeeding. Like I said, I was very nervous the entire time. I was so nervous. I did have a few friends that were pregnant at the same time. All of them weren't so lucky. Even friends my age weren't so lucky, and younger women. So it was all, I was very nervous because I had heard stories. I had even suffered some losses myself. So a lot of it was more, and you know, not to get too religious, but a lot of prayer, a lot of relaxing. I asked a lot of questions, and I still do. Anybody who knows me knows that I love to talk, so I will talk to anybody. If I was in the doctor's office, I would sit and I would talk to everybody, every pregnant woman there. So how's it going? So what are your complications? Just because I like to be educated on different things. She came at a time when we both really needed the faith. We needed something to make us happy, and she just came out of nowhere. So she was really a blessing. And her middle name is Antoinette, which is my mom's first name. So she's Blessing Antoinette.